Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about making video games. Not necessarily how to make video games, but just some things for a beginner to think about when they start on their game making journey. Just a few things to keep in mind. So we've all been on that internet message board in a deep dark corner of the internet and seen a post that goes something like this. Hey guys, I'm recruiting a team of talented artists and programmers to work on a state-of-the-art new MMORPG. It'll be like World of Warcraft, but only better. No beginners please, only seasoned game developers and artists apply only. Unfortunately, I don't have any experience developing games, so I'm going to rely on you guys to make my idea come true. I also don't have any money, so I can't afford to pay you, but I know this game's going to make a ton of money, so afterwards, we'll just split the profits. Sound good? Right, so those things never really work out. But how do you actually start making a game? Well, let's talk about it. So first things first, no man or woman is an island. What this means is you probably won't be able to create a full game yourself. Not saying that it's not possible, not even saying that I wouldn't try. Granted, lots of solo indie developers have been able to make their own games. Some even make a full living off of it. But keep in mind, these games are usually pretty small. So the next thing to do is to figure out what you're good at. Sorry, you can't be the ideas guy. I mean, it would be great to just think up some game ideas and get paid for it, but let's be real. Unless you have like millions of dollars lying around and you're willing to pay people to make the game for you, this probably just isn't going to happen. So what are your options? Well, number one, you can focus on art. And this falls into many different categories. Character art, level design, lighting, animation, prop design, textures, shaders, UI. Everything in a game has to be made from scratch. I mean, you're literally making an entire world from nothing. If you're going down the art path, you need to decide if you're going to go ahead and make a 2D game or a 3D game. As you can see by the video behind me, there's a pretty big difference between a 2D game and a 3D game, and it's going to greatly affect the type of art you create. Okay, so say you don't want to focus on art at all, you could always become a programmer. Video games in general require programming. Do you already know some programming languages such as C++, Python, C#? Keep in mind, some game engines have proprietary languages built into them that can make things a whole lot easier. Another thing you're going to need to think about is your sound effects and your music. Can you record your own music? Where are you going to get your sound effects from? What about voice acting? Is it even going to have voice acting? So making a game requires a lot of thought. There's a lot of things to think about. What are your skill sets? What can you actually do? What do you need help with? Can you afford to pay people? You're also going to need to think about what game engine you're going to use. You could also code your own game engine, but that requires some pretty top-notch coding skills. Fortunately, there are game engines available online for us to use, such as Unreal Engine 4 and Unity. So let's say we're going to make like a 3D game. We could use the Unreal Engine 4, which even comes with some starter pack content which can help get you started. You're still going to somehow need to supply additional game art, sound effects, and programming to make the game work. Granted, you could buy sound effects or art or even code snippets and put them together and build a game. But ultimately, you're going to want to create as much of the in-game content yourself as possible. If you're just going to throw together a bunch of store-bought game content, it's probably not going to fit together very well. For example, you may have cartoon trees, realistic characters, special effects that don't match up with the animations correctly, and generic game music that doesn't even fit the game. All of this making for one complete mess. This is also called asset flipping, and it never really turns out well. So here's my recommendation. Get really good at either game art or programming. Just pick one. Start by making really awesome characters, levels, textures, animations. Get a good understanding of all aspects of game art. You could even try and specialize in one thing, such as character creation or level design. If you want to be a really good programmer, learn your language through and through. Also, make sure you master your game engine of choice. If at all possible, find a friend who complements your skills. For example, if you're an artist, find a really good programmer. Work together on a small project without any expectations. And the least, if it fails, you'll learn a lot. If you don't know someone who can help out, just start small. Make your 3D character, import in the game engine, start trying to make it move around. Make it walk, make it jump, then play around with different mechanics. You're going to learn a lot by doing this. Anyway guys, If you didn't know much about video games, hopefully this video's got you thinking a little bit more about what goes into them. As many of you already know, this channel focuses a lot on how to create 3D art, just like the art in video games. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, leave a like, leave a comment. I do live sessions and tutorials all the time. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon. Bye.